It's Kringle time. Sit back, relax. It's time to dive into a world of laughter and learning with the Kringle Brothers, reminding us that we are better together.
Hey, Michael, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Michael. How are you?
I'm just laughing. I'm thinking, wow, we haven't been on StreamYard. We haven't got this started. And I'm watching all of our old video kind of thing, the entrance stuff. I went, hey, I still like that. That's kind of cool.
I love the music. I'm over here dancing and carrying on. My dogs are looking at me like, what are you smoking, brother?
You know what? I really like that. That was we got that off of the YouTube creator video, you know, that public, not public domain. What did they call that?
Royalty free.
Use it. Yeah, free. That's my favorite F word, free. But well, unless it's food. Food's right up there. That's another 4-letter free F word I really like.
The words of Randall. Favorite 4-letter. First favorite 4-letter.
Wait a second. I'm the one who gave that to Randall. Randall has always took my free thing from me all the time, you know.
Oh, too much. Well, did you have a good season?
You know what? I had a good season. It was one of those, you know, the knee. It was hard, but at the same token, it was one, and we can talk about that later in later episodes too. You know, I mean, at the same token of being extremely hard, because every step was like going from a 6, 7, and 8 pain wise through the whole season. I mean, it was intense. I literally would go in the backstage, you know, in the green room before I go on at the lodge, you know, for the show, and there's times that I was just crying.
Oh, wow.
You know, I mean, and so it was like, all right, wipe the tears from your face. I got to be the jolly guy. And I'd go out and I'd do it. So I learned a lot about pressing in and what you can take and what you can do. And my elves helped me at the lodge a lot, you know, because I never took my hand off my showtime table, you know what I mean, to study myself. And so they were really good to me and helped me get through it and hauled things and moved things for me. But so in the extreme of all the pain and learning how to press through that and to still work on bringing magical environments to kids, I also had probably one of the greatest visits that I had. And do we have time for me to share that real quick?
You know what? We have as much time as you want to share, brother.
There was a school that I do a show for, an assembly, you know, on character value education. Since a teacher, right, kind of thing, retired teacher, I'm thinking, what are the things that I wish I could have said in my classroom and done? And there was a lot of character and value stuff that just because of the state and what you got to do, you know, you just don't have time to do those lessons. So being Santa and writing an assembly show for schools gives me the time to do the things that I wish I could have said when I had my 30-year plus degree, you know what I mean, teaching career, but whatever, that's another whole story. So an elementary school that I do every year here in Michigan for assembly, they have me back every year, which I absolutely love. They got like a Make-A-Wish Foundation grant.
Wow.
And it wasn't from the Make-A-Wish from Foundation, but it was another company. I forget the exact name of the company, but what the grant was that they got, that every child in that building, everyone got a gift from Santa. And so they had to hire a Santa to deliver all 300 and some odd gifts, right, to this whole school. Every kid at kindergarten all the way through in elementary, right? And so in my assembly show, I brought in teleportation.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, and so I'm teaching the kids about, you know, how does Santa bring gifts? And I'm telling them about teleportation and that when I need this, and of course, you know, you've got our things that our little show stuff that we do, you know, with the ornery ornaments, you know, that trick, and I'm doing it, and all of a sudden I go, oh, I just remembered something. Now realize when the kids are in the gymnasium full of they've left their classrooms. And why they're in the gym with me, all of the janitors and all of the other teachers that aren't in the gym are putting all of those gifts in the rooms. So the kids left their room with nothing. there. And while they're in the assembly, they're all stacking every room with all this stacks of presents, right? So I do teleportation, and I tell the kids I've got just enough magic to do one more thing before Christmas. That's something special. And they've been so good this year that, would you like a gift? And so I go through my little motions and wiggle, wiggle, jingle, jingle, right? And and I get all excited. And the kids are looking at me. And I said, well, I just put a present in your room for you. What? I mean, you could start to feel the magic. So here's all these kids in the gym. And I said, now before you open them though, Santa wants to come and at least hand out one gift. And so then they got released. Teachers took them back to the room, and there's all those gifts. So needless to say, they're bouncing off the wall, having to wait for me then to come to the classroom. So then I came to the classroom. I had the teacher raise her right hand, and I made her an honorary elf to help me pass things out, right? And I passed out the first gift of Christmas. I passed out the first gift, and then the teacher passed all the rest of them out, and they opened their gifts. And I went from room to room to room. So the pain in my knee was horrid, but the magic in that building, oh my gosh. In other words, Santa just made all of these gifts appear in every child. I mean, you could hear in the hallway, the kids, oh, Santa, Santa. I mean, talk about being a part of something so magical, not just saying how things are done, but then literally demonstrating the teleportation, but the gift of loving and sharing and giving. Oh my gosh, Michael, I just felt what a privilege to be a part of that.
Oh, it sounds amazing. I could just imagine the kids' faces when you actually walked into the room and there were gifts there for them. And yes, that's truly magical. But you brought up your knee a few times. Now, many of our viewers may not know this, but you had your knee replaced the week after Christmas, and you're doing well with it, right?
I'm doing really well. Yeah. That was the whole story. The doctor wanted to do it. My surgeon wanted to do it in October. And I said, I can't do it in October.
Of course not.
I've got the season. I'm teaching at Charles W. Howard. I've got all these photo works. I mean, I can't take off, 10 to 12 weeks, to get healed. And so when do you want to do it then? He says to me, and I said, December 26th. He goes, I'm not coming in the day after Christmas. And then, of course, I talked about, but I've already got my insurance copay done, right? And I go, I don't want to have to pay all of that in one hit, right? Kind of thing. And so he goes, oh, that makes sense. So we compromised the 30th of December. So it's been, in fact, 4 weeks today, right? And so I feel like it's oh my gosh, it's so much better. It's stiff and sore, and I'm working on the bend. I got to 100 degrees on my bend. I've got full extension out. I've got PT today, but it is doing hugely, hugely, hugely better. So I'm very thankful, for every one of their prayers and their supports and their thoughtfulness towards me. All of the good vibes and everything. God's grace is wonderful. So
I know from looking at different things on social media, you know what? You are well loved, and there were a lot of prayers for your quick recovery. So always remember, my brother.
It's working on it. It's doing it. It's doing it. Hey, Sal's on and Carl's on. Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you? I forgot to turn the comment section on. That's what happens when you get so out of practice doing this. Oh, my goodness. Well, we have many exciting things coming up. In fact,
that's why we wanted to get on. Let's do a little bit of back. We wanted to get on real quick. One is to say, hey, we had a great season and we're looking forward to talking about it, but we're also looking forward to starting to work on outlines and curriculum for, Kringle time again, and some then in-person opportunities that we've got coming up.
Now, I'll go
ahead and let you go back. I wanted to get that pre.
Oh, no, that's fine,
it's because the teacher in me.
I was just going to say, for all our viewers and all our family and friends out there, Kringle Brothers, our Kringle Time will be coming back on a weekly basis starting March 5th.
Yes.
So again, if there's
a Wednesday, right?
That is a Wednesday. I think. Right. I don't even know. We're just saying March 5th. We'll just figure out the day later on.
then it could really end up being March 5th and a half.
Yeah, for all we could start now.
Well, in a sense we are, but this is just kind of like a precursor. Welcome. Oh, and Robin's on. Hi, Robin.
And Santa Bill's on too. Oh my goodness, it's so much. And I hope each and every one of you that are joining us, or at least watching this, had a wonderful season as well too. I know as we go through our Kringle Time season this year, we're going to talk about many different elements and new things we both have picked up. And
Yeah.
one few things I realize is, you know what? Mistakes are a blessing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and we'll get into that a little bit more because
Oh.
I've created so many new scenarios just because I flubbed a line so badly, but it worked.
Yeah,
So
that's right. Oh, and you know the thing that you told me about her? Oh, one of my other highlights. Can I jump in
please
a
go
little more?
ahead.
Well, I know we talked about, Jinx. In other words, we both got the animated elf from
Courtney Lofton, Red Sled
And
Foundation.
oh my gosh, the bang for that buck on that technology is awesome, right? But it's like after you using it for 4 years, it's like, okay, the banter works. It's a good practice. It gets the result, but it gets a little boring for me. And so you made the comment how you use Jinx to talk to your audience.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm thinking, oh, that would be really fun. And then I go, I should do this on a low level. So Christmas Eve afternoon, before I go to the lodge to do the show, I have a home visit. Right. And so these kids are used to seeing Jinx. They've saw Jinx there for the last 4 years. And I've always pulled them out at the end. And I've always used Jinx for reading the night before Christmas. And so immediately we sit down and all 8 of them are out there. Right. And they're all ready. And I'm sitting in my chair. And they go, did you bring Jinx? Well, yes. And so then when I said yes, I thought of you. Right. And I went, oh, Mike said this is what he did, so I've got to try it. Now this is a perfect low key, low risk kind of thing. I said, well, and I looked at the bag, Jinx, if I bring you out now, would you behave? All right. Okay. All right. Good. And I set his chair out that I made for him and I put him in the chair and I put him off to my left. Right. And so I'm talking and I have the night before Christmas and I go, should we read the book now? And no, something else. And so but I have the book so I could have the remote close to my finger.
Right.
And I had Jinx look off to his left, my left also. Right. And down the road was one of the moms. And I go, Jinx, what are you doing? And he just, the elf just staring at her, right? It was a perfect lined up, right? And so, elf, what are you doing? Yes, I agree with you. She's cute, but she's married, Jinx. She can't be your girlfriend, right? Everyone, they all start to laugh. Like I said, Jinx, stop it. I told you she's married. And I said a little bit more, and I turned his head back, right? And I'm talking to the kids here with the kids. And then I had Jinx turn his head back to the left again. And the little boy down there screamed, stop looking at my mom. Oh my gosh. All of the cousins, all of the whole place went ballistic, right? And then the dad stands up, comes back from where he's sitting, and then sits between Jinx and his wife. And he said, I told you, Jinx, she was married. Now you're going to get us both into trouble, right? And oh my gosh, the place was dying, crying, laughing over this animated technology, this little teeny elf. And so thank you for the suggestion.
Well, the reason it came up with is, like I said, I was there at the Great Wolf Lodge and it just occurred to me, goes, why would Jinx just start looking around? And then at first it was like, oh, maybe he's trying to look for something. And then I started to say one thing, and you know what? The whole girlfriend and flirting came out, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is gold here. So again, just to kind of give you an idea, we got Jennifer joining us and
hi,
Sebastian,
Jennifer.
Sebastian.
There you go.
It's just amazing how never think that you made a mistake. Always look at the creative side of what you did, because there's a little magic in everything that we do.
So needs to say thank you for that lead, Michael.
Oh, it's awesome. You know us and our thing. It's whatever we do, we give it away. Just if you make it better, don't be surprised if we take it back.
Yeah.
But no, another reason why we wanted to get online today is to actually just announce that the Kringle brothers, Michael and I, will be going to Reynoldsburg, Ohio this March.
Close to
March,
Columbus, I
yep,
think, isn't it?
March 14th, 15th, and 16th. Yep, it's close to Ohio.
Master Claus.
Yeah, but this is for the Master Claus Academy 2025. Oh, and it'll be a wonderful time. Michael and I will be there
2-day teaching.
2 days teaching, and we're going to have a special guest joining us as well, and that is the renowned Missy Boggs, hairstylist to Santa's.
Oh, I know. I'm really looking forward to talking to her. I mean, because, Roger, he's the CEO, I guess we call it a Kringle tracker, developer,
Yep.
maker, guru, major tech guy. He talked to her and got products and got advice of what to do. And I literally watched his beard look the best I've ever seen it. I mean, fullness, it fulled out. And so it's like, oh, I want to talk to her because as I'm getting older, I'm noticing more of my hair falling out. I mean, I think my beard's okay right now, average, but it's like, oh, I need to talk to her.
I think with a lot of people, especially those Christmas performers who bleach their hair, whether it be on top or the facial hair as well.
Is that a joke? On top? What do you mean on top?
You still have hair on top.
Wait, I have an island.
You go.
I got a palm tree that flows on the island.
What we should do is like mousse that and curl it so it comes underneath the hat.
Oh, make it green. Or like, what was that character? Not Spunky. They had the curl on the. Come on, you're the TV expert.
You got to at least give me a show. I mean, I can give you a bunch of them. I mean, you could look like
Spunky and all those guys. Alfalfa, not
Alfalfa. The little rascals.
Yeah, who was that?
That was let's see. There was a couple of them, but nope. Alfalfa had the one thing that stood straight up. Spanky didn't really have hair. You had Stymie, you had Buckwheat, you had Porky, you had Froggy. Oh yeah, there was a Jackie.
Hey, Robin and Ted are on too.
Yep.
All right. Stay focused, Hal. Stay focused.
But no, what we were saying is this will be a great opportunity if you ever want to see us in person, live. And again, that is the Santa Claus Academy, or the Master Claus Academy, excuse me, March 14th, 15th, and 16th. Now, granted,
I got a banner. I made a banner.
Yeah, you did. Why don't you put the banner up there for me?
Yep, Ohio Santas.
Yep, and there'll be a link on ohiosantas.com that you can go to register. Now, I do know that there's only 50 seats available at this time, and at the last update, there are only 28 available.
Limited seats.
But these are some of the things that your registration will include. A Friday night pizza dinner and a meet and greet.
Oh, I love pizza dinner, meet and greet.
2 full days of expert-led classes. And maybe some entertainment through Michael and I.
With Missy, too. It's not just...
Oh, yes. Missy will be amazing. And again, you will get everything that you need from how to bleach your hair, how to actually take care of it to make it stronger so you don't have it all breaking off. Oh, yes. I could tell you all kinds of fun stories about that. And then there'll be a catered dinner on Saturday. And lunches will be provided for both days of classes, which will be Saturday and Sunday. So if you're interested, once again, Michael, why don't you pop up that banner for me again?
Oh, yeah. Hang on.
No problem.
I was pushing. There you go. I got to get used to everything again. It hasn't been a while.
And again, that is, you can go to ohiosantas.com and you can look up the links and see. And one time again, we could go ahead and hide this one, and then we could go here. And those are the dates of it again as well.
Now, some people have asked me, so what's different about what you and Michael do? Well, a couple different things. Some of the content that we talk about is the same, and it's modified to what we find works for us. All right. In other words, our best practice. But because of my teaching background, we bring a very unique participatory situation where it's not just here, let me just lecture for you. I mean, I don't like just lectures, but I like to bring things to the table going, how can we interact with each other and learn. And so I help guide the learning. I feel like our approach is more a guided learning approach and hands-on cognitive type of thing than just the lecture-based information. So you'll be getting up, you'll be up, moving around, writing things, sticking things on the wall. It's a very participatory type of situation and learning environment.
Just as long as it's on the walls and not on me.
Well, you'll. Yeah. All right.
We had a wonderful time when we went to Seattle, and we taught at Seattle. And yes, it was amazing. It was so much fun to actually get out and actually see everybody and be able to talk. So we're really looking forward to that. Now we also
sign up, go out to Ohio's. Let's see if I can make this happen. I thought this would be kind of fun to do. See if I can do it. Ready? Like you remember the old Sunday, right?
Go to Master Claus Academy.
Weekend. All right. I'll stop it.
And just remember that there's only limited seats there. So if you do want to participate or you're just thinking about it, go ahead and make a decision soon, because this is the last week of January. Can you imagine that? I've already seen posts, people putting on social media going, hey, 11 months to Christmas.
Oh, I know. Yeah. And then shortly after that, a couple weeks after that, just as a FYI, we're helping at the Santa Family reunion. We are the AV guys.
AV.
And of course, we'll be sharing one class, there. But our main is there to serve. So we'll be helping out all the, with the halls and doing AV and helping Santa Charlie, who's like our AV guru,
Now, I'll be honest with you. There are so many. And if you can't make it to the Master Claus Academy, see if you can't make it out to Gatlinburg for the reunion. There are some amazing instructors out there. Steve Gillum will be actually having 2 classes. I think Lee Andrews will be having a couple classes as well. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. And
Sebastian had a great first year.
That's awesome, Sebastian. I'm so glad that you did too. And I hope what we talked about during last season actually helps you out so much.
Well, we hope it.
I mean,
I don't know if we can take the credit. I mean, he had a good first season. I don't know if we had anything to help with
it. Maybe some of the things we talked about help them get over any type of fear or anything else that goes into it.
So.
And I'll be honest with you, Mike. I have basically probably increased my library by half of just new books after the season and everything else, from an acting standpoint, from improvisation, from storytelling. I have so many things going on in my brain right now.
All right, you did speak correctly. He just said that we helped a lot. So, all right, thank you, Santa. I didn't want to grab it and take kind of credit for something that maybe we just they helped me out get out to the car. So instead of sliding on the ice.
If you live close and you need help get to your car, give me a call. I don't mind.
Oh my gosh. It's so good to see you. I haven't laughed like this for a while before, at least, and then tomorrow, just as a kind of the precursor with this, we're not teaching it, but Santa Ted's picking me up tomorrow, and we're going to go confirm the hotel for the Jingle Joy retreat the last weekend in May.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So we're not going to announce the speaker yet. We have got a couple different, we're waiting for confirmation back on that, but Ted and I'll be confirming the hotel, and I do have confirmation that the retreat will be in Clare, Michigan at Rooftop Landing Reindeer Farm,
and that'll be the 29th and 30th of May.
And then the 31st is open up to any Santa family, anybody in the Santa family that wants to come. And what's magical about that Saturday for those few hours is because we're at the reindeer farm, this reindeer farm is nationwide, globally wide, I should say it this way, famous. They're on the History Channel. The amazing Dr. Paul, Brenda comes out there, so they've been on television, and the reindeer that are there, and the information that Dave has, and he'll do a lecture on reindeer to help the Santas. But then we all bring our suits, and you can get pictures then with the reindeer, and they've got all the Christmas setting up there with it. And those are phenomenal opportunities for free. You know what I mean? On Saturday, for marketing. And so I use that picture for cards and with the reindeer and different things of that nature and storytelling. And so, so it's all at Rooftop Landing Reindeer Farm. It's such a good weekend. I'm so glad that Ted started this Jingle Joy idea of retreat, for the community, and it's going to be awesome.
Well, it serves two purposes. It serves, one, an educational standpoint, but number two, it also provides the fellowship and the camaraderie that, after the season, we kind of go through a little like a blue phase or maybe a little bit depression. But as the year goes along, we start seeing each other more and more.
Yeah,
it just makes everything seem so much better. So,
and the reindeer farm is such a magical place.
It is.
So, all right, I'm just excited about it.
Oh, I know you should be.
We'll get more information coming up as we got a little bit more details, but that's coming down the pipe too. We're not teaching it, but we're help in the background. We're the servants of it, kind of thing. So it'll be good.
That's a good word. We're here to serve. I like that. That's always a good way to put things. All right. What else do we want to talk about, Michael? We talked about the family reunion. We talked about Master Claus Academy. We talked about when we're going to go back on a regular basis here.
Yeah, we'll start the first Wednesday again in March.
March 5th.
We'll be at Charles W. Howard teaching and sharing and serving.
As long as I don't get COVID.
Yeah. Oh, don't say that.
No, I shouldn't. Not this year. I'm not going anywhere this year.
It was not easy teaching without you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Well, you know what? It's kind of like one of those, it wasn't easy to teach without you. If I have my choice, we're together.
Exactly.
Because I truly believe that we're better together, that you find the family and you're with your brothers and sisters and and together we're better, not separated. So
I also can say to you, just for some other opportunities out there.
And then say this, thank you for my Kringle hat.
Oh, yes. Michael and I are now proud owners of Boston Scally Caps. We both have the Kringle. Along with the Winter Wonderland and the Night Before. And oh, yes.
So I love these caps.
Now, you saw Joe Vallant. Was it on Facebook that he made a comment?
I can't believe you're saying this, and we're live stream. Yes, Joe asked about, do all the Santas buy the Boston Skelly hat? And I just said the cool ones, but it was a joke. There's other good hats out there. I don't want to, what I mean? I personally really like the way this hat fits and feels, and yeah, I like them.
So, but I was also going to say too, is remember now next weekend down in San Antonio, Texas, will be North Pole Cornerstones. So got that going on there too. And I also was reading too that in May, Santa Nana will be going back to Medina, Ohio.
Oh,
cool. In conjunction with their Santa Day. And if you've never got an opportunity to go to Castle Noel, and basically what they do in one day in May, they invite the Santa family to come out there and they do a parade down Main Street to stop at the Central Park, and there'll be people there because it usually goes along with their farmers market. And then you have an opportunity to tour Castle Noel.
That'll be cool. I haven't done that yet.
So if you do get an opportunity, that'll be May. I believe it's May 15th or 16th, but don't quote me on that. I don't have that information handy at this point.
And then there's a lot of stuff going on with the Christmas Performer Workshop with Santa, Santa True. Always check out that stuff. That's a good.
True is all over. I believe he's getting ready to go to Jacksonville. And then from Jacksonville, I think he's going up to Connecticut. And then he has a few other places. But speaking of True, this goes out to the entire community just to know that Michael and I, our prayers are with our brothers and sisters out in California who may be actually victims of the fire, affected by the fire, and now the mudslides. Just know that
one extreme to the other, right?
Exactly. Just know that you know what, you're loved, and if there's anything that we can do, just reach out to the community, okay? And if you have any friends or anybody in that area, reach out to them and see if to whether or not they're okay and that they have everything under control. I know, what were you telling me, Michael, that Adele, her shop was actually like right in that area of the fire as well too?
It wasn't me. I didn't say that, but I remember reading that
Right.
it was a scary.
Yeah. So again, I mean, last time I heard, everybody from Adele's was okay and everything was fine. But you know what? It's just amazing how our community, we don't really think, even though we talk to everybody, it's just amazing how, these disasters can come up. So again,
And if we'll say, I'll say this too. I'll just, if we, it's hard to list everything. You know what I
mhm,
mean? So I know that we just listed a few, and I know that if you have some teaching or something going on, go to the Kringle Brothers, our Facebook page, and post it saying we'll be teaching here. Here's an opportunity. So it's like we're not saying yours because we don't want to. It's just maybe we don't know it, or it's just not coming to brain. So go out to our Facebook page if you would, and then just post it, and so that way the other Santas that are a part of that can and see that opportunity. So we're not neglecting. I'm always want to be careful of that, because we just, yeah. But
no, no,
and then also too, go ahead and put our email up there if you have a suggestion or an idea for a show or a topic or something that you go and talk about this, because we want to talk about the 4 areas of being a healthy Christmas performer and the 4 areas that we talked about before. So things that we'll prep and work on will circumference in those 4 areas. So we'll touch about those again and work through some things and repeat some things and modify things as we're working on our best practices to communicate to the community better too. But so email us. Let us know a topic or a subject or something that interests you. And if we can, we definitely will work it in.
and just as Michael said, with the Kringle Brothers and the Kringle Brothers live and Kringle time, we want to make it as participatory as possible, and we can't do that without your help. So you know what? If you, like Michael said, if you have a topic, I know I was using some big 5-syllable words there. I've actually impressed myself
I'm
there.
impressed because normally you don't say.
He's like, that's too hard.
It's one of those. How are you doing? I'm doing really good.
Hey, those are conversations I have in my head, but at the same time too, though, is we want to make sure that we get everybody included, and we want to talk about things that you all want to hear about as well. And it's not just Santa's. Let's look at it as a Christmas performing community. So whether it's a Mrs. Claus, whether it's an elf, whether it's a Santa in training, because we do have Ty. Ty is a middle school young man who really
Oh,
wants to be Santa. And we just had our banquet, our end of the season banquet, and he literally wore a vest in there that he gotten from, I believe it was from the Santa Claus TV series, that literally says Santa in training.
I know, isn't it awesome? Ty's
So,
so fun.
but even too is even if we have to talk, even if you want to talk about the big green guy, also known as Dr. Seuss's the Grin.
Don't get me on that. I've got some comments but I'm gonna save those for
Right.
maybe our first show.
We can save those for then. But I just want to make sure that we hear the community and that we know, and we just want to have a really, really fun time this year. And we want to talk about things that you want to talk about.
You know what? And so, hey, we love you guys, and
Yes.
we appreciate you. And and I'll throw this out just so it's back to communication. We don't get paid for this. This is a labor of love. In fact, we don't even, the software we use to do this, I buy. You know what I mean? We pay for that. So it's kind of like, in our high school, there was seasons where there was no money in the budgets for sports. So they called it pay to play. You had to pay to play. And so literally Kringle time is a pay to play for us, and but we do it because we love the community and we want to seed back to you guys because everyone's given us so much.
And always remember too, is a lot of the things that we discuss, we do pick up a lot of things from different performers out there. But yeah, at the same time too, is we're giving you how we perceive it, how we use it, and it may work for you or it may not. But the idea of Kringle Time and the Kringle Brothers is to promote the creativity aspect, to be able to say, hey, you know what? That's a good idea. And open up, look at this word, Michael, dialogue. And just to open up that dialogue so you can actually start coming up with your own ideas and your own things as well too. So the Kringle Brothers are here for you. We're here to support you, and we're so happy that you would want to go on with you, carry your journey to being the best Christmas performer ever, and having us come along with you.
I was thinking you were going to use the word plethora.
Oh no,
plethora of ideas. But don't worry, don't perseverate over not knowing it, because we're here to help you with a plethora of ideas.
I
You
really
know what I
say
mean?
perseverate.
And we just want to make sure that, well, the metacognition in your brain. No, sorry.
Now you know why I'm the funny gun. But
you're growing. You're working. I like it.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to. You're the smart one. You're the good-looking one. Yes, you are.
I am not. You know what? If I'm smart, it's because of my wife. My wife is the smart one.
Yeah,
I glean from her knowledge and her discipline on, big time. She's the gift.
Yes. I mean, to all the spouses out there to basically support any Christmas performer, just know you're loved, because it's amazing. This is truly a unique vocation. And
you are the sun, the moon, and the stars. You are the magic dust that makes the sleigh go. You are we could.
When somebody says Christmas magic, what they're referring to are the spouses of a Christmas performer, to be honest with you.
I agree with that. You know what? That's a really good. Yes, we need to. That's true.
That's true. So you heard it here first by the Kringle Brothers.
When
somebody refers to Christmas magic, it is the support staff, including family and spouses, who actually allow this to occur.
Yes.
And Sal would like to know what is in Herbie's brain. Sal, it is a weird place. I'm talking Willy Wonka on major hallucinogenics.
Are
you doing the boat scene?
Yeah.
You crossed Willy Wonka with Jaws. That was amazing.
I like it. Well, and the Ted sound you don't want to know.
No. It's not even safe for me to go into. I have to have my dogs with me just to keep things away. But just to recap real quickly.
All right, please recap. Wait, let me do it. There we
go.
go.
There you go. Nice recap. I like it.
Thank you. I give it straighten the hair to recap, though.
I give it a 7.
As you said, the thing I said, I don't have that on top. You know, I mean, I do.
Yeah. But just to let you know, once again, is the Kringle
Brothers. How come? It's because of all the years of me going like, I should have had that. I should have had that.
Carl says we're going to need a bigger sleigh. You probably will, Carl. Oh, you definitely will. But just to recap really quickly, Kringle Time will start coming back on a routine basis on March 5th of 2025. So always look at Facebook. We'll be promoting it for there. If you do have any other shows or any ideas or any other topics that you'd like us to discuss, you can always email us up. There's the email once again.
And please, if you can make it, in March, we'd love to see you at the Master Claus Academy.
Right. And again, you can actually get to the Master Claus Academy by either going to masterclausacademy.com, or you can follow the links coming from ohiosantas.com. And once again, those dates are March 14th, Friday, through Sunday, March 16th. And just to make sure yes, Michael and I, the Kringle Brothers, will also be there with the Missy. Awesome Missy Boggs.
And
Snow Santa on the Roof.
Horn is phenomenal. And I think Roger will be there with
Tracker.
doing Kringle Tracker stuff too.
So it is an amazing opportunity to basically get out, see your fellow Christmas performers, get an opportunity to meet Missy and Michael, and just it's really easy to say Michaels because that's both their names. So it says, just meet the Michaels.
Eminem.
M&Ms.
Plain
Oh
and
my!
peanut.
And yes, we do like M&Ms for anybody who's interested as well.
So if we did do that, plain and peanut, I guess I would have to be the plain and you could be the peanut.
Well, because I am a little nuts. But you know what's also good too? The peanut butter is a good one.
I'm really egging you today, though. I'm thinking, wow, I'm in rare form today. I haven't done this in a while.
Well, you know what? That's what happens after you come out of surgery. You got to
Oh,
get.
that's right.
We
And
got to
I'm off of my pain meds. I've
exactly.
been off of pain meds for a week and a half, and I'm doing good.
Well, that's awesome because I'll be honest with you. I think some of my performances are basically yes. I don't know where they come from, but we're just going to leave it from there. But no, my family and friends, on behalf of the Kringle Brothers, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, please email us. Please follow us one time again. Follow us either on Facebook or subscribe to the YouTube at Kringle Brothers, and you will be able to follow and see all these wonderful shows. And again, if you ever see us in public, you can't miss us. We're usually the two loudest ones. Or the two people who'll be willing to stop traffic for a bunch of Santa parades. But
you should have seen us at the Lions football game.
oh my goodness.
All right, that's another whole story,
Yeah.
and that's kind of a bruiser. But I want you to know I love the Lions, and I know I'm a Michigan fan, and you know it's a heartbreak. You know, I mean that whole gig. But I tell you what.
But if the Lions can't go to the Super Bowl, let's go Eagles.
Oh, that's for Santa Mel. You know, I don't know if you knew that Mel is a big Eagles fan.
Oh yeah, well Mel comes from that area.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
her
know
hometownie.
you know what
And
I
Mike
found out?
Connor, I think Mike Connor is there too.
You know what I found was really funny?
What?
Spangle of Stuff for Santa.
Yeah.
His favorite football team is the Green Bay Packers.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he say why he loves the Packers?
He didn't say it, but I know he actually took time to go to a Packers game just recently.
Maybe it's because of the cheese hat.
Yeah. Well, I own a cheese hat too. So.
Oh, you own a cheese hat?
Well, yeah, because they were getting the Super Bowl, and I wanted to support an NFC North team, so I actually got a cheese hat for it. So
I did like the graders that some of the Lions fans made.
Oh,
that was kind of cute. It was cute.
But yes, we're definitely.
But we love all the teams.
Yes, we do. But again, we hope to see you soon on March 5th. But what I was trying to get at before we really got sidetracked there was if you see us in public, don't ever be shy. Just come on up and talk. As you can tell, Michael and I definitely do like to talk. So
and yeah. Yep.
So with that, my friends, I hope you all have a wonderful day.
We look forward to seeing you all soon. Blessings, everybody.
And remember, we're better together.
Yes, we are. Should I run one of our ending things? Now, this will have to be updated, but I just go ahead and run the ending.
Why not?
Things just because this it seems to be the right thing to do.
Since we're doing everything on the fly, knock it out.
Oh, wrong button.
See, that's how much of practice we're on.
There, I got 3 slides were right. I'm thinking, all right, I can't do this. I don't know if the rest of the slides are there. I'm not
yeah,
sure
well, I think it's good.
And I'm not sure if Randy's doing the show because Randy retired.
Yes, I know.
40. Let's see, was it 41 years of being
as a performer? As a performer, yeah.
Of Santa, 41 years of Santa, and 53 years of being a performer, magician.
And then I don't know, following the Magical Fellowship group, I don't know if they're having new people. I think there's actually a change in the lineup for that too.
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly. So I couldn't keep playing that.
Oh,
but
no.
There's just so many things I got to update and work on. But I God bless Randy.
Yes.
I hope I get to see him in person soon.
So I'm sure he won't be too far away from all of us. Oh, wait, there's another comment here. Our community owes a debt of thanks to Randall and wish him well in his retirement. Thank you, Ted. That was really nicely put.
That's very true. So, all right, we'll just say so long, farewell,
Avita, saying goodbye.
adieu,
Adieu.
adieu. Do you and
You and
you
you
and
and
you.
you. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.